very, very happy because this is the first program I'm having like this since I became a principal. I also want to thank my sisters and brothers because we are sisters and brothers. And for this very laudable program, I'm encouraged because I see that you are interested in the lives of these young ones. You were once like them, and here you are today. Beautiful, charming. In fact, you are so much an encouragement to all of us. And I want my students to clap for them. Appreciate them. Thank you. One day, you too will be like them. Yes, of God. In the name of Jesus Christ. You will not end it up here. You will still go on to higher heights. Praise of the Almighty God. Let them be an encouragement to you. These daddies and mommies, let them be an encouragement to you. They were once like you. They passed through all you are passing through now. Even though some of them I overheard when they were talking that when they were in school too, probably they were doing some pranks, but they have outgrown all that now. And they did not end it up there. They did not stop there. They aspired, and God has given them the grace to get to where they are now. And I pray that they will still go on to higher heights. And you too, you will get onto higher heights. The grace that God has proposed for your lives, you will get there. In the name of Jesus Christ. You will not end it up there. And the Lord will help you. I want to implore you, my students, please face your studies. If they too did not take their studies seriously, they will not be here today. They might probably be somewhere along the streets, doing one irresponsible thing or the other, but God has not made it their own way. So I pray. Are you listening to me? As you are seated there and you are looking at them, how do you feel? I'm not saying you should answer, but how do you feel within you? You too, I'm sure some of you will now be thinking, èmi náà fẹ́ dín ní rí báyìí, èmi náà fẹ́ di báyìí, mo like the mọ́mí yẹn sí ọ̀ṣẹ́ wa, èmi náà fẹ́ dà bẹ́ẹ̀, mo like the daddy yẹn ṣe, èmi náà fẹ́ dà bẹ́ẹ̀. I'm sure you are thinking like that. Abi? They are not just looking at them for looking sake or just to have fun. But you know they are here for a serious job. And I pray that God will help you. God will show your path. In the path of goodness in the name of Jesus. Face your studies and God will bless your efforts in Jesus' name.
Thank you so much. Like she said, we are not here for you just to admire, but you should start thinking in your head, from here, what next? What do I do to become somebody? Pay attention to your school, pay attention to your studies, and the sky will be not even the limit. It's going to be the beginning. So, she had just given us a word of wisdom, and we have to talk. Even this one, even we here, we're still thinking ahead. So you're not watching us. We are here just to inspire you. That is why we are here. Okay? So the next person, I need to be gender sensitive. Senior, he's our senior. He is our senior. Senior doctor. Even till now, he's our senior. First senior prefect of Orogun Grammar School.
The principal, the vice principal, all our teachers seated and standing. Because even though we are ex-students, they are still our teachers because they keep the school going. My colleagues, it's only that we cannot rewrite the story. The story has been written. But today we are colleagues, I appreciate that. DJ said something that it is true. It was those good days, but tomorrow will be better. It was those good days, but tomorrow will be better. During that period, many of us prefects were in charge of the school assembly. The teachers were relaxing. That's to tell us how it was then. Prefects has the mouth in the school. When we say something, teachers will relax. They give us all the chance. Today, it's even hard for many teachers to carry cake because students are ready to beat those teachers. It's unfortunate. How we find ourselves in this situation, I don't know. So my colleagues, I appreciate inviting us for today's program. Deny me the opportunity of going to my place of work today. Dele, Annie, Ego, next week. Ego, 2 days time. They don't worry, it is 10 o'clock. Then the other one is 12 o'clock. And we are 10 like God did. We thank God today. Let me first talk to my colleagues before our children. Nigeria is in this situation for one of the reasons. Individualistic style of life. In the land of the association, you find some people. This is my house. Whereas if collectively they want to take care of the society, everybody behind him will be protected and be safe. But so please, myself, DJ and others will still talk later. To pay part of what the Damascus has done for us. I don't add any certificates. I mean, school start certificates to my certificate. I'm using Orogun Damascus certificate as the testimonial. So please let us all come around to do what expected of us associated to the school. We will talk better about that. So our children, today the 88 set, which I am a member today. I have my own t-shirt here. Don't think I'm not but I don't want the principal and the vice principal to look different from us. That's why I put a talent top so that they will not say, oh, I should do. Please listen to the career talk. Are you there? Are you there, students? Listen to the career talk. Àwọn láti gbé láìpẹ́ yìí gbé àti gbé rí ẹ̀yin ò tí ì gbé tiwa rí. We get it. Àwọn láti gbé láìpẹ́ rí as students ẹ̀yin ò tí ì gbé tiwa rí. You are just coming up. Many of us today, growing up as we are regretting certain things when we were like you. Why some of us are appreciating certain things when we were like you. Not every 88 sets that are alive today, A and LB, that can be here. They are not dead. They are here, they are heavy, but not all of them can be there for certain reasons. Báwo màá ṣe wá yọjú síbẹ̀? Because they have played off their time then. They have played off their time then. Báwo màá ṣe yọjú? T-shirt kò lè fit ọ̀rọ̀ ẹlòmíràn. Ẹ máa gbé sí lọ́rùn kò lè fit ẹ̀. So, listen to the career talk. Experience is not brought anywhere. Wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ fún ni. Please listen. Do not play off your time. Ìgbà yẹn àwọn tó ń ṣeré ń ṣeré o, àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ náà ń ṣiṣẹ́. Our anchor said she's from National Orientation Agency. That's where she works. There are others here who are accountants, medical doctors, engineers. If I don't know any of the engineers, I know one engineer in two directions. I will not mention the name. There are here. There are those who are not here. Please don't play off your time. So, Almighty God will protect you and guide you. Ẹ máa jù wá lọ. Ohun tó máa ń da fún òbí ni bí kò sọ pé ọmọ wọn máa ju òun lọ. Ẹ̀yin náà máa jù wá lọ. Àwọn àdó òní ká kún síbi tá a dé dúró. Thank you very much.
I just want to correct a mistake that we did from the beginning, and that is we have to be on our feet like our senior said. Some of us in 88 said some people could not be here today because they are not alive. Some people could not be here today because, like he said, it's not as if the ones that are here we are better off. But it's just the grace of God that we are here. I want us to be on our feet while we want to remember our lost classmates, Titi Shipe, Sholobadeyi, Osaro, Daniel Luka, and the rest. I wish they were here today, but they're not here. But God knows the best. So can we just be on our feet or on our still completely silent for them? May their souls and all the faithful departed rest in peace. Amen. Amen. So for us to continue, like our senior said, at the good idea, and you see the life now and the listening. So we're going into a career talk, and please and please and please. Okay, so we want to call on Dr. Bakari to give us a talk. Please, when it's talking, don't watch his card you know, everything, in fact, I did you get it incident. Because I think the eyes sometimes, the eyes can make you to wonder your goodness. So please, I'm begging, I'm urging you people, let's listen to him. In every nonsense, there is sense. Take away the none and take the sense home. And, you meditate on it. Thank you very much. Dr. Wagari, over to you.
I would like to start by appreciating the Almighty God for making this event to come up. 33 years is not a joke. Yes, it's not a joke. So, first of all, I would like to appreciate the vice principal, the principal, and also the vice principal, all the members of the high table, members of the 88th set of Orogun Grammar School, teachers and students present here. Good morning to you all. Yes. So this morning we'll be talking about health. What I want to talk about is health related, and it's about ultracalcium, its role in disease prevention and vitality. I would like to mention here that I work with a company that markets these products in Nigeria. Generis Global Investment Limited, that's the name of the company. So, ultracalcium, what is its role in disease prevention and vitality? So, in today's discussion, you'll get to know what health is all about. What can you do to be healthy? And of course, health benefits of calcium and vitamin C, and ultracalcium for disease prevention and vitality. Ultracalcium contains calcium and vitamin C. So our focus today will actually be on the health benefits of calcium and vitamin C. So let's look at what health is all about. Health is wealth. We all know that. And when you're talking about health, it's a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. It is not just merely absence of disease or infirmity. The health of all people is fundamental to the attainment of peace and security. So when you're talking about health, it's a concern of all of us. And all of us need to act to ensure that we are all healthy. Because if you are not healthy, you cannot be here today. So health is wealth. So it is dependent on the fullest cooperation of individuals and states. And of course, informed opinion and active cooperation among members of the public is important to achieve improvement of health of the people. We need to have right information about health. This is very important. With that, you'll be able to take proper action that will benefit you and others. Yes, for the purpose of this discussion, I want us to consider a classification of disease. How much knowledge do you have about diseases? So today we are going to classify disease as communicable disease and non-communicable diseases. So what do I mean by communicable disease? This is a type of disease that can pass from one individual to another individual. It is also called infectious disease. It is usually caused by some bacteria, viruses, fungi, and protozoans. Some are transmitted through bites from insects, while others are caused by ingesting contaminated food or water. That is that about communicable diseases, which is also called infectious disease. So, how about non-communicable diseases? These are known as chronic diseases, and they are not passed from person to person. They include cardiovascular diseases. You must have heard of heart attacks, stroke, cancers, chronic respiratory diseases like asthma, and of course, diabetes. These are non-communicable diseases. Remember, what we are talking about today is ultracalcium is its role in disease prevention and vitality. Yes. At this point, I want you to actually have a grasp knowledge relating to what has been responsible for deaths all over the world. According to a report, 71% of deaths globally is usually caused by non-communicable diseases. So, why do the main percentage is caused for concern that we need to really know the root cause of all these diseases? It is very important. You know, if you know the cause of something, it will be easier for you to actually identify solution and protect yourself. So right now, I want us to look at the root causes of non-communicable diseases. Unhealthy diet is one of them. If you are not eating well, you are likely to be sick. Yes. There's one thing to be eating, there's another thing to be eating well. So if the diet, the food you are eating is unhealthy, you are likely to come down with disease. Physical inactivity. If you are the type that you don't exercise regularly, you are not active, you are likely to have non-communicable disease. Ample use of alcohol. Yes, people drink alcohol, but its effect is that it can actually result to it can actually cause disease in the long run. So ample use of it is not good for our health. Tobacco use is also another thing that can cause non-communicable diseases. Tobacco use, people that smoke cigarettes, these people, they are likely to come down with diseases as well. So we are still going to look at how to actually protect ourselves from all this. So at this point, I want us to look at root causes of infectious disease. Unsafe water. If the water that you are drinking is not safe, if it's contaminated, you are likely to come down with infectious disease. Poor housing conditions, poor sanitation and hygiene, inadequate healthcare facilities, the inadequate disease surveillance. Well, I would not want to bore you with that. At this point, let's go to ways we can stay healthy. What can you do to remain healthy? What can I do to remain healthy? One of them is keeping your environment clean. It is very important you maintain your environment in a clean way all the time. Because if you don't do that, you can be affected. Your food can be easily contaminated. Then wash your hands often. Because if you look at our hands, we normally use it to store so many things. So if you have the habit of washing your hands often, it is very important for you to stay healthy. Get vaccinated. Get vaccinated. Most of us, when we were young, we were given one type of vaccine or the other. Even at the moment, we are being encouraged as well to take vaccine against certain type of diseases. So, with that, we can as well protect ourselves against infectious diseases. Then, drink clean and safe water. This is very important for you to stay healthy. So, you also need to exercise regularly, drink water adequately, avoid tobacco smoking, and eat healthy meals. So at this point, we are going to focus on healthy meals. Now, if we are talking about food, I want to ask a question right now. If you are talking about food, will you regard fruits and vegetables as food? To the students, fruits and vegetables, can you regard it as food? Can anybody answer? Food and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables. Can you regard it as food? Well, I can hear no, I can hear yes. So that's the essence of this discussion today. When you are talking about food, when you are talking about balanced diets, a balanced diet consists of different types of food, including fruits and vegetables, and provides adequate amount of nutrients required for nutrients. So fruits and vegetables, they are part of food. It must always be part of your diet before you can say that you're actually eating a balanced diet. Yes. So every diet helps to protect malnutrition and diseases. So when we are talking about essential food nutrients, these are food nutrients you cannot produce in your body. You have to take everything in. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is an essential food nutrient that must be part of your food. So which food provide carbohydrates? Food like rice, corn, fruits. These provide carbohydrates and others. Yes, we also have protein. Protein is very essential for growth. Eggs, meat, fish, beans, these are sources of protein. Then we also have vitamins. Fruit and vegetables, they are good sources of vitamins. Then we also have minerals. Milk, meat, fish, fruits, vegetables, these are good sources of minerals. Then we also have fat. Fat can be gotten from fish, vegetable oil. Then we also have water. So I can tell you that water is actually the most important out of all. You can stay without food for days, but you can't stay without water for days. So water is very important. Make sure you drink water adequately. So right now, I want us to now focus on calcium and vitamin C. Importance of calcium and vitamin C to our health. Calcium is an example of minerals. Vitamin C is an example of vitamin. Yes. So calcium functions. Let's look at it. Calcium helps in making you to have strong bone and teeth. Formation of minerals of bones and teeth. Calcium is responsible for this. So if you're not taking enough calcium, you are likely not to have strong bone and teeth. Calcium is responsible for muscle contraction. Each time you are moving, your muscles of your leg, they are contracting and relaxing. Calcium is actually what is responsible. So if you engage in sporting activity and you are the type that does not take enough calcium, after some time you start feeling pain, muscle pain. It's because you don't have enough calcium. So calcium is very essential for activity. Now, blood vessels contraction and expansion, calcium is also very important for that. Okay. Calcium is very important for that because in the blood vessels we have tiny muscles there. So calcium is what makes them to be able to contract very well and helps in controlling the blood pressure. Yes. Calcium is also needed for secretion of hormones and enzymes. Hormones and enzymes are needed for body functions. So without calcium, calcium, you will notice within a few minutes, blood will stop coming out. It's because you have calcium in your body. If you do not have calcium, enough calcium in your body, blood will keep coming out, and that can result in death. So calcium is very important for blood clotting. Calcium is also needed for message. Calcium is responsible for that. Without enough calcium, I will not be able to think properly. I will not be able to act mentally. So calcium is very essential in that regard. So now let's look at vitamin C. Vitamin C is a potent antioxidant. It prevents aging of the body cells. The cells. Cells come together to form what? Organ. Organ comes together to form system. System comes together to form the entire body. So, aging of the cells. Aging of the body cells will actually make your entire body not to function very well. So, vitamin C helps in preventing this. Vitamin C also helps to boost immune system functions. With that, it protects against infections. Vitamin C also helps in wound healing. If you have wounds and you have enough vitamin C in your body, that wound is going to heal very fast. Vitamin C also helps in maintaining healthy skin, bones, and cartilage. So vitamin C and calcium, they are both important in your body. So now let's talk about ultra-calcium. Ultra-calcium is a fixed dose of calcium and vitamin C. It contains calcium and vitamin C. So if you're taking calcium and vitamin, if you are taking ultra-calcium as a supplement, that will help your body system to have enough. Because if you look at it, most people, because of the type of diet they consume, they don't get enough calcium and vitamin C. So it can be supplemented with ultra-calcium. Because ultra-calcium contains calcium and vitamin C. So it actually comes in evaporated tablets, and it is highly soluble in water, palatable to taste. It has orange flavor. So it is needed in conditions like cold and flu, fatigue and stress, wound healing, bone fractures, pregnant and lactating mothers, growing children, and for beautiful skin and healthy skin. Take ultra-calcium. And for adolescents, they can as well take ultra-calcium. Elderly people too can as well take ultra-calcium because this can in their diet. So that is why it's important for them to supplement with ultra-calcium. So how do you take ultra-calcium? At this point, I would like to demonstrate how ultra-calcium can be consumed. So this is a type of ultra-calcium. It contains 9 tablets. So I want to bring one out right now. It's an evaporated tablet. It's going to be dissolved by itself in water. So if you want to take it, you're supposed to use a glass of water. That's 250 ml. So within 2-3 minutes, it's going to dissolve. See, it's dissolving already. It's dissolving already. You have to wait for the whole tablet to actually dissolve before you take it. So while it's dissolving, I want to mention the dosage. For adults, 1 tablet of ultra-calcium per day is required every day. While for children, half tablets is required. So it's available at pharmacy shops near you. So ultra-calcium, it contains calcium and vitamin C, which helps in preventing diseases and to make you to have good health. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you.
We are giving you this already.
We have our stand at the back there. You can please come around to have a free drink of ultra-calcium.
But you are giving us free one to take home. to this side.
Oh, sorry, guys. I'm sure you're going to give everybody. Not really you go drink food. It's not, you're not teaching us just theory. Practical aspect of this we will have. So I will have a taste of it. Abi? Yes. God bless you. So the next, please, I think at this juncture I have to tell our resource persons to be mindful of time because our kids, they have to go home. But I didn't do on Friday. By this time, as I'm already, I don't do school. So we have to make everything snappy. So now, I hope you guys got something from what you said. Yes. Can I ask any question? Yes. You're ready to answer? Yes. You're ready to answer? Yes, hold on it. Yes. I should ask a question? Yes. You want to be yes, also okay, so the next thing is security tips. These are things that you need to know about yourself, about your environment, about your neighbors, about your country, about social media. You think everything ends and starts with social media, but there are fake news and there are hate speeches. Yeah? So we're going to have a talk on security tips, things you need to know. And for us to do that, we're calling on our own Mr. Dayo Adedeji, my co-anchor. He will give us Dayo. Nobody else speaking English, okay? Nobody else talk too much. Papa, okay?
Only this.
I know I say the guy is with this school. I know I need more paper. How much is that? I need more paper. Not more paper today.
Just to know that security issue is or your home is everybody's business. The security of yourself starts and ends with you. So let me just tell you a few things that we commonize, that we take, that they are insignificant, but in the real sense of it, they pose to be threat to our lives and our existence. So I want to start with, let's just narrow it down because of time to online and offline. I know that this generation, in our own generation, there's nothing like mobile phone. We don't have online, but they only tell us what we need to know and we follow it. That's why things work for us. Now, let me just tell you things you need to know. For example, avoid as much as possible getting friends from social media. It's very important. You might think, the world is a global village. Yes, but people are dying daily. You know the cases that have happened. Lady that came from Port Harcourt to Lagos in search of his boyfriend ended up being murdered. So we need to be careful. Avoid taking pictures in cozy places and posting it in the name of slaying. Am I right? Who does not know what slaying means? So everybody knows. You go and take picture from somewhere and you post it as if this is my home. You are giving yourself away. Be careful who you go out with. Be careful who you go out with. I met him online. You want to go on a date. There are a lot of things that are happening daily. The ones you see on internet, on the pages of newspaper, are just fraction of what is really happening. People that are being murdered, kidnapped, most of it, 60 to 70% are located from social media. So be careful and be watchful. Stop posting pictures that show your family. When you snap, we are doing birthday in our house, and you snap, you send pictures online. From what you are sending, somebody is gorgeously dressed. They see it as if, these ones, they have money. So when we kidnap one, they can bring money. So be careful when you begin to send your family pictures online. Stop posting your family and your movement online. You are going out. You see some people, as they are coming, they say, out of Lagos, in Oluyole, in Orogun, and so on and so forth. You are selling yourself out. So be careful. The next person to you that is reading that thing might be an agent of kidnapping carcass or armed robbery. So be careful. What about the offline? Let's talk briefly about offline. Boyfriend, girlfriend, anytime you want to go out with somebody, let somebody know that you are going out with this person. Don't just, I'm going out with my friend. No. Your friend asks name, asks phone number, asks house. Give the details. So be careful. If you have to go out with anybody, let your people know where you are going. Then be sure 2 to 3 people knows your whereabouts. Anywhere you find yourself, send updates. I'm in Orogun, we are in UI. Send updates so that in case of any issue, they know where to trace you. But I will say, God will continue to protect us. Always keep your phone alive. I know a lot of people can play games on their phone, but sometimes it could be sensitive. You need to keep your phone alive so that at any point, if there is any threat to your life, you can quickly call somebody. Call somebody that can come to your rescue. Avoid going to isolated areas and going to secluded places with opposite sex, including your family members. When I mean your extended family members, uncles, stepbrothers could be the threat. Just be careful. Avoid wearing things that carries your name, Ayomide, whatever. They know how to trace you when you wear such. In case you sense any danger, shout. When you find yourself in danger, shout. Because the only weapon you have at that point is your mouth. Somebody somewhere could hear that. So use that your weapon, and whenever you go out with somebody and he's saying, let's try this out, and he's putting things inside the drink, let's mix it, it will make you feel good. You might be on your way to kidnappers' den. Avoid taking alcohol and hard drugs. They will tell you this will make you feel high. When you feel high, where are you going? What comes after the highness? Avoid taking such substances. Be careful. Then, evil people do not like noise. They don't like noise. Like I said, your weapon is your mouth. Start shouting. They don't like it. If a kidnapper wants to kidnap a child, and the child keep on shouting, I know what will come to the kidnapper's mind is to release that, let this one go. You understand? Avoid taking friends, especially the new friends, to your home. When you take them home, they know the loopholes in your security in your house. They know that you use only to lock the back door. They know that you use only the cashier to lock it in the night. And you are selling yourself away. When they come through that door. It is easy for them, easy access. Because of our time, I may not be able to go through all, But in the time of question and answer, if you have anything bothering your mind as regards these security thieves, you can ask and I will come out and answer you. But be careful of the social media. It's the access to, it's a threat to our security lives. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you. Hello. Students, I guess you heard what he said. Yes. The girls, stop wearing revealing things. Shout when something is about to happen. Don't wait for it to happen before you shout. Shout, except you want it. But if you don't want it, you have to shout. And it's not only the girls. Sometimes, in fact, most times the boys are molested too. Well, you students, skirting our pencil, man, because I want to teacher. Never should I. Never should petty. Teacher, you have not started. Okay, am I ready? Our teachers. Mr. Olaloye, Ibola, if you dress for your skirt and your skirt is tight, the next day you don't come to school or you will do it. They will tell you, everybody you have to show your skirt in the normal way. We're not saying all these things that just want to say it, but it's important because most people feel that, I have to. See, something you should understand is this: men don't like what they don't pay for. God made it, whatever is in your body, to be in a hidden place, a precious thing. So don't say, I got our town, you have to. You will do it, and at the end of the day, you will blame yourself. So please, wear things reasonably. Don't wear revealing things. When things happen, you shout, you talk it out. Tell your teachers, tell your parents, confide in them. Hello? Are you listening? Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. They said the word is enough for the word, so I guess you guys will learn from that. Our next career tour will be from Portugal, so that she will be here to give us this talk in the person of Mrs. Shola Idia. Sorry now, I'm Igbo. I grew up in Rwanda, so she will now call her name. Well,
thank you very much. It's not a Yoruba name, it's an Ebira name. Ija. Shola Ija. Good afternoon, sirs and ma'am. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, students. How are you all doing? Let me say congratulations to you that you have old students who have passed through the school coming back to visit you to share their experiences in life with you. Congratulations. I'm saying congratulations because they care about you. If they don't care about you, they won't look back. They know what they received from this school, and that's why they have come back to give you part of what they received. And I do hope you appreciate it. Do you appreciate it? Yeah. To just share a few words on career talk. And I wouldn't want to take our time. Students, please, do you have a paper and a pen there? Can you please quickly take down these questions before I start talking? Just write down these 10 questions and then we'll talk. Are you ready? Number one, what are my interests? Number one, what are my interests? Number 2, what are my skills? What are my skills? Number 3, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
What are my talents and strengths? What are my talents and strengths? Number 4, what is my personality? What is my personality? Number 5, what are my values? What are my values? Number 6, what education or training do I need? What education or training do I need? Number 7, are there jobs available in this career? Are there jobs available in this career? Are we lost? Where are you? Number 7, so I'll repeat it. Are there jobs available in this career? Number 8, how much money do I want to make? How much money do I want to make? Number 9, where do I want to live? And number 10, am I too fast? So where are you? Where do I want to live? And the last one, number 10, why do I want to pursue this career? Why do I want to pursue this career? Now, having this talk about career guidance is just to help you. If I ask now, do I have future doctors here in the house? Future doctors? You are saying yes, I can see your hand. Engineers? Okay, politicians? Teachers? 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 They are not raising their hands, so 1, 2, okay, no problem. You don't want to be teachers. Okay, no problem, it's good. But you are sitting here because you have teachers. You admit that? Put your hands together for the teachers. Now, talking about career, there are so many things we actually need to look at. And those questions I gave you, they are for you to answer personally as a self-assessment. I am not here for the career you should go for. This is what you, maybe how to go for it and all that. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to help you make a decision for your future. I'm not here to tell you specifically or categorically that since you are good in this subject, this is what you should do. But I believe and I hope that at the end of my talk this afternoon, I would have helped you to get to a place where you can confidently look at yourself and say, this is what I want to be in the future. And that is my goal here this afternoon. I know that some of you may be very good in some particular areas, in some subjects, you are very good. Some of you, maybe because of the family you are from, they've been telling you, you should be this, you should be that. They may have been telling you, I want you to be a doctor. I want you to be a lawyer. I want you to be an engineer. They have been trying to shape you, to give you a dream, to give you something to look forward to in the future. It's good, but then you need to look at yourself And that's why I asked you those questions. By the time you have been able to answer those questions, you will know exactly where you are going. Before you can actually decide on a career, you actually need to be able to assess yourself. What do I enjoy doing? Maybe in my subjects in school, there are some subjects that effortlessly I just pass them. We have some people, when you ask them, what's your favorite subject? They will tell you mathematics. Do I have people like that here? Nobody? But yes, there are people like that. I have people, in fact, I know somebody who used to wear a badge, I love mathematics. And when he wrote his WASC, he got A1. Yes. Now, for you to be able to assess yourself, you need to be able to ask yourself, what exactly do I enjoy doing effortlessly? You see, not all of us are going to become doctors. Not all of us are going to become lawyers. Not all of us are going to become engineers. There are so many things that we can become. But you are the one that will help yourself. I remember when I was in secondary school, because of the school I attended, there was this prestige that was given to science students. We had science class and arts class. And if you happened to be in arts class, it was believed that you were not good enough. And so everybody will be hoping that coming to Form 4, because from Form 3, they will decide where you're going. So coming to Form 4, you'll be praying that you will end up in science class. Not necessarily that you're good in science class. I happen to be one of those that ended up in science class. Not because I was good in the sciences, but I ended up there because I managed to pass my science subjects in Form 3. And then when I got to Form 4, I started struggling. My worst nightmare was mathematics. I didn't like mathematics. And it became such a pain because I would pass all my other subjects, but mathematics would be F9. It became a prayer point. And I realized that I was in the wrong place. My strengths were in literature, French, English language, and other art subjects. But I didn't want to follow the others to arts class because they would look down on me. And so I struggled. And by the time I wrote my final paper, for that year, thank God, I made P7 in maths. Clap for me now. I struggled. I cleared my science subjects and managed to carry credits in them. But all my other subjects, I had A's. And when it was time to write JAM, I will never forget. My daddy said, I want you to be a medical doctor. Me too, I said, yes sir, medical doctor. We will do it. And then my senior brother, who was already in the university, said, you are not cut for the sciences. You should go and study a language. And I said, who will tell daddy? Who will say that? He said, don't worry. And then we got the JAM form. We filled linguistics and French language, because I studied French in secondary school. And my dad refused to sign. We pleaded, begged, then my teachers in the school had to come in and let him know that, look, this girl is struggling. I was struggling with my science subjects. I would spend hours. Meanwhile, give me economics, give me literature, give me English language. I wouldn't even need to put so much effort into it. And so I ended up going to the university to study French language. Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, mesdames. Comment allez-vous? That is what I studied in the university. And that is what God has helped me to be doing up till now. My daddy wanted me to be a medical doctor, but I didn't end up being a medical doctor. But with French, I've been to places that I've been to without paying a kobo. If you know what it means to be a French teacher. You get scholarship as a French teacher to travel to France, to travel outside the country, French-speaking countries, and different workshops and different things at different places. And somebody looked at me in the family then and said, is it because you wanted to get to the university that you're going to study French? Hey, French, what will you do with it? God is doing something with it in our lives. Why do I have to tell you this? You need to know your strength. You need to know what you are cut out for. From my own experience in life, and I know that if I call on some of our senior friends here to come and share, they will tell you that you may not necessarily end up where you think you are going to end up. When you started out, I started out with sciences, right? I ended up in arts. And today, I am a teacher teaching French language. Now, thank you. From the dream my daddy had of me being a medical doctor, I've tried not to be a medical doctor, but at least to be somebody that will have a PhD. So there are different ways of getting to a particular place. Maybe what my daddy had, or what he saw, our parents, they used to have this intuition. Maybe he actually saw that this girl should be a doctor, but not a medical doctor. I didn't have the strength. And so, I want you to carefully look at yourself. In your subjects, out of the 9 subjects or 8 that you offer, where do you excel? Where do you excel? So that you don't put yourself in the wrong place. If you put yourself in the wrong place, you may end up wasting time. You may end up losing years. Because for some people, they will end up repeating, not because they're not good. I have a set of twins. The 2 of them don't have the same strength. One is very good in maths, further maths, physics, name it. A1, physics, further maths, that's what he had. And he said he was going for mechanical engineering. It was clear. Maths, physics, it was clear. He had the strength. The other one, I have to tell you, bros, you're not good in maths. You're like me. You know your strength. What do you think you can do? He struggled. But eventually he realized that he has this talent. He's good in writing. He can write poems. He can write stories. He can do different things along that line. And he ended up studying mass communication. And somebody was asking me, but they are twins. Why are they not studying the same course? I said, because they are 2 different individuals. Don't let anybody force you to be what you are not. Don't let somebody say your senior brother or your twin brother or your twin sister or this person is doing this, and so because of that you should do it. Look at yourself. What do you value? What do you value? What do you want to be in life? We have dreams. It's good to have dreams. But if financially Your parents can't push you to the level of that dream. That dream may be difficult to achieve. I've seen people who gained admission getting into the university to study medicine. There are some courses that are very, very expensive to study. And it became a struggle just to keep them in school. The parents will sell, they will do this, they will do that, they will struggle. And I've seen some of them drop out painfully because the parents couldn't cope. And so, when we are talking about career, we're talking about you looking at where you are now, the financial strength of your parents, what they can afford. There are parents who can afford to send you to private universities and pay millions. Thank God for them. But there are parents who cannot afford it. And you desire to have this. Then you will need to sit down with your parents to discuss what you should do about it. Now, coming back to our questions, because I wouldn't want to talk about other things. If you have been able to answer the question number one, what are my interests? The activities you enjoy doing in order to help you define what your interests are in your free time can give you insight into the careers that will be satisfying, fulfilling, and fun. What hobbies do you enjoy? I have a student who is very good in playing the guitar. He plays very well the keyboard. And when it comes to sound setting, he is very, very good. And somebody looked at this student yesterday and said, even the father of this boy cannot force him to do any other thing. I said, what do you mean? He's a science student. He said, yes. He's just doing the sciences. But what he's going to use to feed himself in life is this path. That is where he excels. When he strikes a note, you will turn to look and say, who did that? Because he is very, very good. Sound setting, he's a sound engineer, all those things. At this age, the boy has mastered it. He's going to go to the university, quite all right. He's going to study the course that his parents possibly said, come and study. But if we look for that boy in years to come, don't be surprised if he has a studio of his own and he has, developed into a master when it comes to music, when it comes to sound. And so, your hobbies, what you enjoy doing, the activities you love to do effortlessly could guide you in choosing your career. Now, what are your skills? What are the things that you can do? Some of you think that going to school alone, reading, is all there is to it. I know a little girl who told the mother that she wanted to learn sewing. She's just about going to 12, not yet 12 years. And she sews very well. The mother allowed her to go to a sewing institute. She's still in school, mind you. She's going to school. So, what are the skills that you have? In addition to the education you are receiving, what are you carrying along? Excuse me. What are you developing? What skills are you adding to yourself? Can you play any musical instrument? Can you draw? Can you sew? Can you barb? What can you do? Because you don't know where that skill will come in. I have a friend who traveled out. When she was here, she studied French. And when she got to France, she realized that she didn't have what to do. But she had one skill. And she decided to add more. She had to go to school to go and study cosmetology. and what do you call it? Hairdressing. And she ended up opening up in Grenoble a big salon, attending to, blacks and whites alike. And I was saying, how did you do it? She said, in this place you cannot even open up if you don't have a certificate. But she remembered that when she was in Nigeria, she used to make hair for as her friends in school. She would do their hair for them, do this for them, do that for them. But she studied French. The French only helped her to be able to communicate. But what she's using to make it in life today is the salon. It's a very big one. And I marveled and said, even the erudity that she learned from Nigeria here, then maybe she was just doing it for her friend, just doing it. It became what she's using today to sustain herself. What skills do you have? What skills do you have? And so you need to ask yourself about that. And then, what are your talents and your strengths? Your talents, even people around you can easily see what you do well, what you do effortlessly. There are some of you who are natural born leaders. There are some of you who are good organizers. When they ask you, give you a responsibility, something to do, you get it done. Get everybody together and it's all together. Everything is flowing. You have those talents. And then, what is your personality? Are you a leader or a follower? There are some of us, we don't enjoy being at the front. But there are some people, there is no other place for them but the front. Have you been able to identify yourself? Which one you are? Do you prefer to work alone or in a group? What are your values in life? You want to have plenty money. Then you know that possibly working as a teacher may not lead you to plenty money. You want to have plenty money in Nigeria, maybe you should try being a politician. Pardon me. Children, you want to have plenty money. How can you get it? Daddy said hard work, yeah? Hard work will help you. It will take you there. But then, you need to understand that your values in life will also help you. Because if you have a job and you need to work maybe from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the evening, you don't have time for any other thing. But if you have your own job that you can create and people come to work for you, you may be able to have a lot of money by creating something and inviting others to work. Then what education or training do you need in order to be able to get to where you are going? Now, you may be a science student and you are struggling. Please don't feel bad if you need to change class. It's better you change class than that you should repeat and be repeating and then you are termed Olodo. You are not an Olodo, it's just that you are in the wrong place. Yes. When you get to the right place, you'll be surprised because you will excel. You will excel. You will shine forth. You may be the one collecting the prizes for the arts class. Meanwhile, you were the one carrying last in science class. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And so when you look at yourself, look at your strength, look at what you want to do in the future, you should be able to help yourself and get, a right understanding of what you need to do. And permit me to say this before I go to sit down. I said our parents at times have this intuition. This child, maybe this is what you're supposed to be. If your parents tell you, try this, and it is along your interest, they may be guiding you right. And finally, I will want to say, never leave God out of it. Because when you are making you may end up failing. But when you carry God along and you say, God, help me. They have talked to us today. They said, okay, we should know our interests, we should know this, we should know that. God, help me to make the right decision. I want you to help me to be able to decide for my future. I know God will help you. I know God will help you. Amen. And so don't leave God out of it. Don't think that, so once I pass my way, I can just go to the university to study this. Don't leave God out of it. God knows the future. He knows, in order for you not to waste time, God can direct you. And you will take the right subject, and you will take the right course, and you will get to where you're supposed to go. I've seen people who studied law, dropped the law. We know this popular musician. Tell me his name now. Faz. Thank you, ma'am. Faz. Aha. He studied law. Yes, ma'am. What is he doing today? He's a musician. He studied law. I'm sure he studied that law, maybe to please his daddy. Because our parents have a way of making us to do what they want us to do. But today, he is a musician. Don't forget your interest. I'm sure he was singing from when he was small. But his parents couldn't just visualize it. How can you meet the son of a popular lawyer, son, become a singer? They couldn't see it. But today, he is free. He has gone to what he believes he wants to do in life. I hope that with the little I've been able to say, I've been able to help you to be able to decide. Those questions you wrote down, when you get home, try and answer them sincerely. Look at those questions and answer them. When you answer those questions sincerely, you will be able to make your decision. And if you need help, if you need guidance, if you need to talk to somebody, I would suggest you see your teachers, or maybe the senior friends have a way of communicating with you. You can leave questions for them. I'm sure they will answer you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're not in class, so you can't be asking me. When you introduce me, you can't ask me again. I'm not handling this. So I do as I work. Like Big Sister said, in everything you do, don't leave God. God first. God interest, but it's only God that can count all. So what you take home from what she said, in everything, don't leave God, and God will help us in Jesus' name. I know we've really spent a lot of time, but we have our colleagues in diaspora, some in UK, some in America, all over the place. But one of us, Pastor Ihapa, Steve Uredo, in fact, most of them, they would have loved to be here, but now we need, he's going to give us his own talk. Well, please, just be patient, listen to him, and whatever he's going to say is going to do us good. Thank you very much. James, please, let's please. Clap for him, he's there.
Okay, you got through WhatsApp. Okay, to get lost there.
If I play it on my phone, can you connect my video? We'll post video, where? Do you have something that can play from my phone? They will be watching video, but the sound will be coming from my phone. No, I need something to get the voice. Engineer.
While we are working on the audio, I want to ask, definitely, the last time you said you were noting down the things everybody was saying. This is the time for you to ask questions. On everything I've said, from the health talk, the career talk, any question, we're here to answer you. So, this is time for questions and answers, especially not from what you said, but from our students. So if you have questions, just raise up your hand. Question? Question? No, my first question. I like to play. This one I don't know. Really, my first question. Oh, God bless you. Question.
The question I want to ask is that as we are moving towards our destiny, if we face any obstacle, what do we need to do? If we face any obstacles as we are moving towards our destiny, what do we need to do?
Who are you directing the question to? To me. I'm not the one that gave the career talk. Let us say, we're going to call the person that gave the career talk. Okay, did you get the question? Yeah, she said you should say the question again.
As we are moving towards our destiny, what do we do tomorrow with these challenges?
Hello. Please. The question is very direct. What the boy is saying is that as we are stepping forward, that for that question is that it has been said in the talk that God first in anything we are doing. By the time you face obstacle in life, you just concentrate on your prayers and God will help you through. I think that's the solution.
I would also want to say that learn not to give up so easily. Nothing good comes easy in life. The Yorubas will say that ikokotoba manjata. There is nothing that you will go into that you will not face challenges. The challenges you face will differ. Okay? Some people may face financial challenges. Some people gained admission to the university to study medicine. They got to year 2, they failed, they were asked to leave. Some people law, they were asked to leave. So you will face challenges. But whatever challenge you may face, just tell yourself it's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. There is another day. There is always another day and another opportunity to try. Do you understand what I'm facing? And so whatever the challenge may be, don't see it as the end, as they don't ever think that it has ended. It has not ended. I think it's the name of this man who invented the bulb, this electric bulb. Who remembers him? Sir? No, sir. No. But what I want to say about him is something like that. Yes. Now, what I want to say about him is, do you know how many times he tried before he got it right? Do you know his story? No. He tried 99 times and he failed. The 100th time he got it right. Today we're using bulbs all over the world. Right, he gave up. What would have happened? Somebody else would have discovered it later, but his name will not be known. But from his lesson, we can learn that even when you meet difficulties, when you meet challenges, still persist, still try. A little more effort, a little more, pushing will take you there. But don't ever give up. And don't ever think that there is no way out. There is always a way out.
Thank you, our counselor. We appreciate you. I will dilute the languages. Yoruba, English. Madam is saying, do not give up. We have come to this world to face challenges. We cannot escape it. At times, many people take challenges for a problem. No. It is not a problem, it's a challenge. Let me tell you, be something about this person standing. My father died when I was going to primary 1. Thank you for sorry for me. And we all know that Yoruba land, I was asked by my mother to go and learn a craft, plumbing work. Plumbing. Tell you about plumbing. I want to show me. Plumber. And I agreed with her. Considering the fact that she was not having money, she was just a trader. But I told her, Mama, mo àgbé pẹ̀lú yín torí pé mo rí pé olówó ni o ìwé ni mo fẹ́ kà. This yóò lè lọ ní táìmù yẹn. But nínú mind mi ó fẹ́ kàwé. It was after I left iṣẹ́ kíkọ́ tí mo ṣe freedom after 5 years that I joined secondary school. So tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn bá wò wá ń gbà yẹn àwọn tó ń jẹ́ junior wá ń gbà yẹn wọ́n á ti gap díẹ̀ wá. That was the reason. I'm telling you this. Keleba mo wípé do not give up. One, like Madam said, carry your God along with you. Then do not give up. Do not think it is not possible. After secondary school, I want our mates who are at the primary want to move. Somebody died recently, Professor Lajiri from Nortec, the same primary school in Orogun. Abbas Olajiri, same primary school. I could not catch up then to the with your caution, but I later caught up with all of them. What I'm saying is, do not relax. When I left Orogun Grammar School, Professor Law, because I had literature with Mr. Adekola, we had literature and all this. I now start down. If I go for law, but communication, ND, that even if I have this ND now, I have that one with me. Nobody can take that one. Before I now went for HND, today thank God I have master's degree. And I'm today, to the glory of God, that plumber then, I'm general manager of the Nigeria FM in Ibadan. So, do not give up. That is the thing. Then carry your God along with you. Emma will be able to share. Mama mi pata, kò mí wípé ẹ ò lè di governor. Later, táwọn pàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ yẹn, táwọn pàdé, ó ti wá ṣe sọ wípé Aderemi is this. Ó ti wá ṣe sọ. But if that time I've given up, today, tàbá pàdé, màmá fẹ́ gbóni sábẹ́ tébù ní mi ní fẹ́ kí wọ́n rí mi. But today, anywhere, general manager, Kinekan, I am here. Check it. Please, children, you are the one why we are here. Do not give up. Emma, I saw your hands, only few, and the idea. Professor Oloyede, he studied the Arabic and Islamic language. He's a teacher. He's registrar of staff today. So don't say because they want to take SC, the one available SC. That time, please go for it. Already you are towing the line. But about me, in line, one foot the wall, I will expect that what is Lord Gina. So, God bless you. Madam, thank you very much. I just share that just for you to know that you should not give up. That is just it. Not because I want to tell you about myself. Thank you.
So, sound my daddy. Get your attention.
People shall not mind them. Question now. Question. Question. If you don't raise your hand, you don't raise your hand, I'll call you. So, there is where I know who I listen. Tell everybody, if you know you're scared, yeah, so you can, okay, no. You can't say that, because you guys are supposed to be GSS students. What class is here? So why would they want to sleep with you? So you guys should not. Nobody should tell me that he or she wants to sleep with Yoruba. Now, if you're scared of asking, you can put it in writing that I will there. Are we okay? And if you know you can ask a question, then if not, choose. You want me to choose? You want me to choose? You say no. Ask question. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Joshua Isias, and my question is, like, as he said after his daddy died, and his mom said he should be betrayed. He was not happy. What about people who don't have money for the trade? Like, if you make a trade, you have to pay the boss and everything. What about people who are like on that level? What should they do?
Thank you. Next question.
Oh yeah, answer.
Thank you very much. That was a very good question. I think one of the best experience that we can ever learn from is what other people have gone through, so our youth will not go through it. And if I listen to what he was saying earlier on, is never giving up. Once you don't give up, there will be a way. Once you do not give up, there will be a way. The moment you give up, it's like you have closed the door and you are not seeing anything again. But the moment you do not give up and you keep praying, the G factor, and you don't give up and you keep praying, something will come out. My own experience, 1988, 88, 1998. Yes, now. That was when I did my own research. 88 was when we graduated. No, don't worry. I have the Holy Spirit in me. So that's what we're saying. At that time, everybody was learning computer. But the little money I had on me, I could not learn. But I still had hope. Guess what? I was going home from church one day, and somebody accosted me and said, "You have just graduated now. What are you doing?" I said, "I don't have anything I'm doing." And now said, "I have a shop in UI now, and I run a business center in UI. Can you help me manage it?" Two things. One, a fresh graduate that has just completed his NYSC. He did not learn computer, but he had hope that he can learn computer. Now he's being given the chance to come and manage a shop that is a computer center, a business center. So While everybody was paying to learn computer. What are we saying here? The moment you don't give up and you keep praying, He will with you. Does that answer the question? Thank you very much.
Do you want to say something?
And to buttress what he has said, life is full of hope. Don't ever think because you see me trying to be a race maker. I am not. I am not. If you know what I have achieved, you will not say that. That's number one. Number two, I will tell you, please don't lose hope. I grew up in this neighborhood. I don't want to tell you my house, but so many people here know my house. But the issue there is, when you are determined, according to what the guy said, he said, how can it pay? When you are determined, you will realize that something will come up somewhere. So far, you never lose hope. The person that invented electricity tried almost 1,000 times before he was able to invent electricity. Do you understand what I'm saying here now? But inside your textbooks, you just know that Michael Faraday did this. But he didn't tell you how many times he has tried. And it didn't come true. But because he didn't lose hope, he realized that at the end of the day, there is light after the tunnel. Right now, as I'm talking to you, I know that I have more than 2 degrees because I didn't lose hope. So I will tell you, and I will say to you, even in the, let me say in Christianity, when he said, God will only bless the work of your hand. Even in Quran, God will only bless what you are hoping for, or what you are trying to do, or what you are at a particular time doing. So I don't want you to lose hope. I'm here. That's not. I just want to tell you, don't lose hope. The future is very, very bright. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yola. I want to talk on this. Don't give up. In whatever you do, don't give up. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. I want to give you an example. What really happened to me in my working place? I transmit electricity. I'm not IBDC. So, in our place, we generate and transmit. So, we used to have a problem in the system, even before I was born. But when I got to this place, I discovered that this thing can be solved. I went to research on my own. I spent a lot of money on my own just to solve Nigeria's problem on electricity. As I was doing it, I kept on failing. Some people came behind that you must not make that thing to work. With that, I failed, but I didn't give up. Assassins, everybody came around me to warn me that I should not do it. Still, I didn't give up. I was doing it underneath, spending my money, millions of naira, personally. But as God will have it, COVID-19 came up. That was when this thing now came into reality. By then, you can't go out. And you still need to have electricity in your house. And there are some people monitoring it. They have to sit there. But I designed something for the whole country, that you can be in your house and monitor those things and control it. Those projects have been doing for the past 8 years during COVID-19 have paid off. So what I'm trying to say is, don't lose hope. Whatever you are doing, God is there with you. Hold your God, hold your spirit, hold your mind, and hold your hope. God bless us.
All right, now listen to me.
Yes. Thank you. We are closing by now. Listen to me. Yes.
But we're sorry. We're behind the. Okay. Sorry, some people have stairs. Okay.
Yeah. Let's start. While I collect.
If you would like to speak to my friend, congratulations on the year's anniversary. I think it is each and every one of to my friends in the diaspora, to everybody. Basically, the reason I was to just give you a little health talk about COVID vaccines, the myths and the facts. I'm speaking to you about this topic because of my experience, both as a qualified pharmacist in Nigeria, and then of recent I've become a board certified immunizer in the United States. You know, I'm trying to show you some of those bases for which I'm talking to you today. You know, so also as a religious person, because I'm also a member of the board of the Church of God in Christ as a director. You know, as a director in the Church of God in Christ in the United States of America. So, not just am I a medical person, but I'm also a religious person. I wanted to make that clear. So I welcome you all to this celebration. So very quickly after those protocols, like I said, I'm talking about COVID vaccines, myths, and facts. Let's imagine that one of us, as we are watching, we see a live show. I'm sure that we definitely wrong. Anyone who doesn't run, the question you would ask is he okay? Yeah, his legs okay? Because God gave us legs as a defense also. You know, so just like we have a defense against external aggression, God also gave us a defense against internal aggression in our bodies, like many of us learned in our basic biology. That the antibodies in our body is meant to fight anything from our environment that gets into our body. Now, why is it that there is so much noise about the COVID vaccines? Why is it that there is so much distrust? And really, because maybe our government has failed us in the past. Everywhere in the world, governments are not doing as well as the citizens would want, you know. Or maybe there is a gap in communication. Whatever it is, I want to be able to do my piece this morning, my little piece. Remember that there was a flu about 100 years ago that killed many people. That was when vaccine technology actually began to form. And the technology has so advanced today, so advanced that because of the advancement of technology, we are afraid of it. You know, but there is nothing wrong in being vaccinated against COVID. In fact, it's just the government and the scientists trying to help us to cope with this external aggression. Not to take COVID vaccine. It's like seeing a lion and saying that you will not run. And I know you will. Okay, now remember there was Ebola some time ago, and Ebola was bad. But it was not as bad as this. The reason is because Ebola could not be transmitted by air. It was transmitted by contact. From human to human was by contact. So because it was by contact, we could just isolate those who were infected and who were safe. But in the case of COVID, it wasn't like that. In the case of COVID, it could be transmitted through air. It could be aerosolized. And so it turned into a pandemic, meaning that it went around the whole world because it could be transmitted through air. And so that is why it is worse off today. I want to make this video communication to be as short as possible so that I do not take your time. So because of the way COVID came about, there has been so much about it, so many rumors. So let me just see how much of this I will be able to share with us this morning. One of the rumors is that COVID-19 is a failed experiment, or a deliberate experiment to wipe out human beings or to reduce population. That's just a rumor. We don't know for sure. But instead of focusing on what about COVID, what the world is thinking about, talking about now, it's not so much as what's going, but how do we solve the problem? And if we don't take our mind away from the cause, into how do we save ourselves, we might not get the best results. Let me let you know that so much God has been very faithful to us in Nigeria because the cases have not been as bad as people thought they would be. There is no doubt that God is a powerful God, especially to people like you and I in Nigeria. And identity. So it's not only vaccination that is based on identity. So all those things are myths and they are not true. I'm sure many of us, because we have money in the bank, we have an AVN and we have an NIN, feel free to get your COVID vaccine. It could save your life or the life of somebody. Here you are creating the virus. So we need to it's not a big deal because every day many new viruses come up, infectious, different viruses come up every day. So it's not a big deal to create a vaccine.
We on our phones, if you check your phone, you probably see 3G or you see 4G.
Sorry,
this is just
we can't continue with this because time has really fasted. But before we give a bunch of time, I need to read out some questions, and all the delegates are always there. You'll be the one to answer these questions. Now, one person says, I keep on getting confused every day about the changes going on in our school. One, our library is no more, and it's been given to First Com. Am I right? Okay. First Com. Why? Can they provide another building, and we don't have library, or maybe we should say, I don't know where the books moved from previous place are stored. Do we understand? He is saying that there's no more library in the school where the books are moved to. So one of the monies here will answer. While the second person said, can we keep on if our parents are ignorant about our education, and we keep on explaining, persuading, and giving them example about people that can we give up if our parents are ignorant? That's the second question. Now, people are writing it down. And you're looking at me. Shitu.
The question again.
Okay, you're not listening.
I'm sorry.
Okay. The first question says, our library is no more, and it's been given to First Com. Why? Can they provide them another building? As in, there's no library in the school. I mean, how do you president let him here? So that you know what to do. President, we need you here, we need you here. The question is, we don't have library in our school. So that's the ABC of the whole question. Then number 2 says, if our parents are ignorant and we've been like explaining, persuading them, so if we've been explaining to our parents and they don't want to understand, can can we give up? That's the second question. Then the third question says, if a student is being forced into a class by her parents, and later she found out that she is in the wrong path, what can she do at that particular moment? At that particular point, if you find yourself in another class, maybe in another course by your parents, and you find out that this is not where I belong to. At that point, what do you do? That's the third question. And the last question says, okay, you want to answer now?
Yeah, thank you for this question. I said at the initial stage that I know some things, not everything about the school. We just came, that is Old Susa. We came for a meeting on a particular Saturday. And we saw that Tescom, something on the entrance. What Old Susa has done was that we wrote to Tescom, protest letter, copied the principal. Because initially they gave them one office down there. And we asked them to continue donating the remaining classrooms so that they have their expansion. To our dismay, we started using the library. We even wrote that many of the furniture there, that they were thrown outside to waste. Now they gave us some time that they are renovating some other classrooms that they will soon leave that place. In case they don't on time, I'm assuring us, we go right to the Ministry of Education. I'm not working under Ajimabi or Maki or whatever. I work for federal government. I'm a journalist. We know how to write. But we want to take it from home. Charity they say begins at home. Representative, my correspondent with the governor has just called me now. So it's not that you cannot see governor, but they will leave that place. I can assure you of that. They will leave that building. That building is a library. So they have to leave. If the principal is here, the principal will tell you that I've said this, that you leave that building. It's, even we have connected those who donated that building. They were opposed to using it as Tescom office. So don't worry, you will get your library back. Thank you very much.
Hello. We thank God for this kind of forum. I thought that the principal supposed to be here, but in an absence, that's why I volunteer to stay here and to defend that. But according to, let me say, the Baba is being as the first SP of Orogun Grammar School. He has now decamped from work. But I want to speak in terms of as a teacher here. Because he has all known without paper, without question that he's taking, I'm coming, that he's taking to elsewhere. But mind you, when two elephants are fighting, who are those that will suffer for it? But I want to say this, on more serious note, joke apart, we are not that happy the way the team works, but things have changed. We have got Liberia, honestly, and soon as by His grace from next week, the place we have already organized a place for 50 library. That is that. But I mind you, the first call that you said the occupied church that your enemy will be in good order. But no problem, we will settle that order. So don't take that pressure to next year.
If that place is I met information. But if they can't, crisis between us and the school management, but we will resolve it in a way that our library will have it. No crisis, but it will resolve it.
So who is going to answer the question that says, if one writes a course but does not know subjects relating to that course, what is the best thing for that person to do? If you like nursing and you don't know chemistry and physics, what will you do? Career counselor, Gigi, can we have a number? That's the career counselor, because this question should be directed to her because she's not here. Okay, we can answer it now, but you have a career counselor in your school, in Orogun here, so you can meet her. Let her counsel you, him or her, to counsel you. If you don't have, you look for one. Okay?
So some of the questions that my students are asking, they talk a lot of rapport between you and those students with them. Some of those questions.
Okay, so
Attending to that question, I will just advise you that if you don't allow anybody to force you to do a course or subject that you don't have interest in. Once you have lost interest in any subject, there's no amount of effort you can put in that course or in that subject that you will pass. If your parents are the ones forcing you to do science or arts, if your parents are persuading you that, oh, I want you to be a doctor, I want you to be an engineer, and you know that you personally cannot cope with those courses, please find someone that will enlighten your parents to enable you to do the course or the courses that you have intention of doing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let them direct your questions to their guidance.
We will still come back for more questions, okay? To interact with you guys. Anything you don't understand, please ask your teachers. You have counselors, talk to them, okay? They will definitely know the right way for you people to go. But we'll definitely come back for you guys, for us to interact, okay? At this juncture, we've come up to the end of today's program. Honestly, this is the best day of my life. In fact, since 88, I left this school after my YA. No, 89. I didn't pass mass. I had to come back. So after 89, today is my first day of even crossing this Orogun to this place. In fact, my office, I said, what for Kusomi, my jack room there. So I had to come down from Abuja down to Orogun. Thank you so much. Today we have interesting guys are not here. We appreciate you guys and we do pray that the Almighty God will make you grow more than us, get there. That tomorrow we can see anybody. I won't know you guys, we won't know you guys. You guys will know us. So I don't want to come down knowing Mama, see here. See, I know, that's so I'm not going to tell people you know. So at this juncture, thank you so much. God bless you. We want to call on diligence. Sorry. We have too much James to give us lots of them. And before you do that, I want to appreciate all our teachers. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Following in the line of my sister here, the VIPs here, our teachers, so let's give them a round of applause. Then we are here for a purpose, and that's the next VIPs, which are the students. Please give them a round of applause. So, a great appreciation to all our people. Our people from Abuja, Lagos, Ibadan. Some people you never see them except on social media. And we have people from outside Nigeria who are joining us. Today has just been a wonderful day. I left here like 34 years ago because my parents knew I would not pass my head, so they took me out of the school. But thank God to another school that I went to where I was able to pass my head. So please, please, we are here showcasing this for you to know that there's a brighter tomorrow for you guys. The sky is not the limit. Please. You just need the right teacher. Once you meet the right teacher and the right focus and make God the only best partner you can have, there's no level you cannot get to in life. You can achieve anything. My brother was talking about coming up with a solution. The solution is working for us in Nigeria now, but nobody knows about it. We don't know, but in the industry, they know him. A product of this school. Future, the work they will do in the future, lawyer, computers will have taken over. And in split seconds, that's when it will happen. When people were learning computer in 1998, everybody was like, this is the Antichrist. And they some did not learn it. But thank God some of us did. Similarly, you guys will be the pioneers of tomorrow. We'll be hearing of you that, this person is here, this one is there, these ones are the ones making Nigeria to work better now. So please don't keep up hope if there's nothing else. And please, keep the unity you have. Keep that bond. Keep that bond. And we thank God for what He has done for us today. So, Father, we thank you for today. We bless your holy name. You created them and you know their pathway to their future. You promise in your word that the best pathway is where you will lead them through. Lord, lead these ones in the best pathways for their life in the name of Jesus. Where's my brother? Monsuru, please join me. We are praying for our children. So, everyone gbàdúrà fún wọn ẹjọ́.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's nice meeting you guys here. Thank God for everything. We really appreciate your presence, your patience, and I pray Almighty Allah will continue to guide you in all your endeavor. Give them that respect. That respect before you know it in the future. Now we are about to come here and tell you we pass through a lot of things, but at the end of the day, we appreciate them. There was a day I was coming from Jabode. I was doing my master's there in UI. I met one of my teachers in primary school. And then they have money. I give her 5,000 naira. I got a couple seconds. And I was so happy that I met her. And then she used to tell me, "Can we ever fighting Naja?" But now, when she saw me, I was even at the seat of my position. I was glad to meet her. Can you want to confront me? I will not go there. Because I was driving, I just passed. Mommy, you have to meet her. So because of what I passed through, she advised me and I followed the street. Please, and please, not your parents alone that will guide you. Respect your teachers. They are your God here. They are your small God here. And they cannot mislead you. Please, if you have any issue, any home challenges, anything that is disturbing you, can you go to them? Mommy, Mama, he or she will advise you in the direct way. I pray that Almighty Allah will continue to guide you. And by the grace of God, because I am giving you one. I know by the grace of God, next time you are coming here, you will hear a good result about this school. And let me tell you this, we have started to
Honestly speaking, before this time next year, you see a lot of changes. By the grace of God. Have a nice day.
Thank you. I want to say a big thank you to every one of you. God bless you all. The Lord will honor you. The mercy of God will locate you in the name of Jesus. You'll be greater than your parents in the name of Jesus. God bless you. In Jesus'